10 intermittent fasting mistakes that stop weight loss. Number 1, eating too much during the eating window. So one thing you got to understand about fasting is that even though you are doing it, it doesn't actually stop your bad habits. As soon as you start following a specific fasting schedule, that doesn't mean that you're going to automatically stop eating fast food. Does that make sense? It still requires you to make the conscious decision to stop doing something you know you shouldn't be doing. So just because the eating window is minimized doesn't mean that during this minimized eating window, you have the opportunity to eat as much as you want. You still have to limit yourself with what you decide to eat, specifically how much you eat during your eating window, and that is actually how you approach that. Number 2, breaking your fast with processed foods. Now, this is a little bit debatable for me, but it's still true to some degree because generally processed foods are what is considered pretty up there in terms of calories, meaning if you were to eat packaged chicken versus buying raw chicken and cooking it yourself, the pre-prepared chicken that you bought from wherever you bought it from tends to be higher up in calories than if you were to buy something raw and then to cook it yourself where you know exactly what you are putting into that specific recipe. So usually when you break your fast, it's a lot easier to just cook something at home so that you know exactly what's in it and preferably how much is in it instead of taking the route of eating something more processed. Number 3, not eating enough protein. Now, there's only really 2 main reasons why you'd want to do this. And by this, I mean eat more protein. Number 1, if you are somebody that is interested in building muscle, you do have to get adequate protein. And if you are not, it is hard for the body to maintain what you are trying to build. Does that make sense? And the second reason is the higher your protein intake, the more full you feel, at least based on what research says, and also because I really do feel it in real time as well, since I apply it to myself. Versus if you were just to mostly eat high carbs and high fats, they don't really keep you full. They actually tend to do the opposite. They make you feel more hungry. At the very least, make you feel hungrier than usual. Number 4, drinking calories during your fast. Now, this is also another one of those, debatable-ish topics, but there is a lot of truth behind it. The reason you do not want to drink calories during your fast is not necessarily because it's going to break your fast, especially if the goal is to just lose weight. So the reasons you don't want to drink calories during your fast is because if you do, obviously, you're not fasting anymore. And the second reason is calories tend to accumulate a lot faster through liquids, believe it or not. Not only do they accumulate faster in terms of calories, but they almost never keep you full because those are just processed sugar, empty calories. It's nothing compared to eating something high protein or anything like that. So that's why you don't want to do that. So it is not necessarily because they have some dramatic impact when you drink calories during a supposed fast, but because, again, keep in mind, we are trying to rewire our brains to say, okay, if I told myself I will not eat during this specific time, then the goal is to not eat during this specific time. And drinking calories during your fasting window, especially when you keep trying to convince yourself that it is just very little calories, makes no difference. You just do not do it, period. Because again, you are fasting. Number 5, not sleeping enough. And I actually want this to be more specific. I'm going to say not sleeping on time. Something that I like to do is I like to start my fasting window pretty early. What I've been doing as of late and what I do almost all the time, to be honest, is I stop eating around 4 or 5 p.m., which also means I will not eat until the next day around 12 or 1 p.m. If I stop eating around 4 or 5 p.m., really my goal is I need to go to bed early because not only am I trying to catch up on the proper hours of adequate sleep, but the more I prolong my sleep deprivation. So if my goal is to sleep at 8 p.m., but I keep pushing it further until like 11 or midnight or 1 a.m., something like that. Essentially what I'm doing is extending the period of time that my body has the opportunity to feel hungry. So basically what I'm saying is if you went to bed early, like let's say 8 versus 1 a.m., throughout that time, I'm sleeping. So my body doesn't actually have the chance to signal to myself that I'm getting hungry. Does that make sense? So that's why you would have to go to bed earlier than later, because there's many windows where your body would like to signal that you are hungry and that you got to eat something, which at the same time is not true. It's just because you are awake and should have been in bed a long time ago. Number 6, being too sedentary. Basically what that means is you don't exercise at all and you sit on the couch or on your bed all day. Now, when we talk about exercise, you don't necessarily have to go to the gym and do a push-pull leg workout or something like that, some high-intensity cardio. All you got to do, which everybody can do and already does on a daily basis, is go for a 5 to 10 minute walk. That's it. And the two main reasons for that is, number 1, for our cardiovascular health, and number 2, you actually burn calories during those 5 to 10 minutes, and even more if you extend that period of time. So try not to be sedentary and do some form of exercise, which doesn't have to be fancy. Again, like I said, just go for a walk. Number 7, expecting fast results. Main point is, don't expect fast results. That's not how that works. I actually have a video on that I made recently, and I highly recommend that you check that out. But I digress. You could do everything perfectly within one day. Let's say 500, 600 calorie deficit. You ate clean, completely clean. You got rid of fast food. You have absolutely no junk food in your house. You were not sedentary and did go for a 30-minute walk. That doesn't mean that if you did all that on Monday, you're going to look amazing on Tuesday. That's not how that works. And maybe if you did it on Monday and then Tuesday, 30 to 60 or 90 days from now, then that would make a huge difference. You would look way different than you did 2 to 3 months ago. So again, try to have realistic expectations. Number 8, ignoring hydration. Just like we talked about earlier about protein, how it keeps you full, it's the same with staying hydrated. And if you are dehydrated, the usual result of that is you like to think that you're hungry, but really a majority of the time, whenever you hear that growling sound that your stomach makes, is mostly because you're thirsty, not necessarily because you're hungry. Number 9, a very popular one, and that is fasting too long, too soon. And I'm talking about the realm of 36 to 48 hours, all the way upwards to about 72 and up. I do understand that most people do that mainly because of health reasons, not necessarily because of trying to lose weight. But if your goal was trying to lose weight and you are trying to enter that realm of fasting hours, I do not recommend that because it is not necessary. If you are able to do those kind of long fasts and you are successful in losing the weight, let me just tell you that it is not sustainable. Because if you have absolutely no experience with fasting and you did that, yes, you could potentially lose the weight, but you could also backslide, meaning you'll eventually binge eat because you haven't eaten in so long and you had absolutely no experience in doing that. So when you are trying to use fasting to lose weight, take it easy, take it slow, make it simple for yourself, and just be consistent with what already works and what is simple and will not be so taxing on the body. And number 10, using fasting as an excuse to eat whatever the heck you want. Now, again, another one of those debatable topics, but it is true you can eat whatever the heck you want, whether you're fasting or not, but it is highly recommended that you still be fully aware of what you are eating, okay? It is true that you can eat fast food or junk food in a deficit and still get away with it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that is a diet to be promoted. I'm not going out here asking people or telling people to start eating fast food because you have the advantage to fast. Because remember, we're trying to change the way we look at our lifestyle. Being somebody trying to emphasize or encourage eating that which isn't healthy for you, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So just because you're fasting doesn't mean it gives you a reason to eat stuff that you know you shouldn't be eating. And instead, still try to be grounded in what is healthy for you and what actually helps the body to function at its best. You can treat yourself, just don't overdo it. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Hopefully you guys learned something, and if you did, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. Or if you didn't, still go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And with that said, I will see you guys next time.